and that is Adho Mukha Shwanasana. Adho is down and Shwan is dog. So down dog pose. This down dog pose is actually a kind of forward bending asana. So naturally, for contraindications, those who are who have been prohibited forward bending, they should not do it. For example, cervical spondylosis people, they should not do it, or they should take care that their neck will not bend down. Secondly, people who are suffering from diarrhea, they should not do it. It is said that it helps for management of high blood pressure, but it is also said that people who are suffering from high blood pressure, they should take utmost care, they should connect with their doctors, and then only they should go for it. So take care for that. Those who have any weakness in ear, or who are currently suffering from any headache of throbbing or the throbbing in the brain, they should not do this asana. So people who have the full of stomach, number one, or ladies who are pregnant, or anybody who is actually who has taken a meal in last 2 to 3 hours, they should not do this asana. Again, this asana provides you a lot of strength, and that's why this should be done up to our own extent. Don't overstretch yourself, because there are challenges in this asana, Adho Mukha Shwanasana. It is said that when the dog after a sleep actually come in the complete Jagruti Avastha, this is the one of the asana that dogs perform naturally, and that is why it is known as Adho Mukha Shwanasana. Let's do it, and then we will go for its advantages. So let's do Adho Mukha Shwanasana. So here we have to lie down facing the earth. Okay, slowly. The first stage is almost like a Bhujangasana. Second is you lift yourself on the knees so that you are in child pose. Keep your both the hands firm on the ground with a distance of a foot between them, and your legs that can reduce the distance less than 1 foot. Okay, very slowly you can lift yourself. So third position, take a deep breath here, and you have to take care in the next step that your feet, they are touching the ground, even your heels are touching the ground. That is very important. And observe the stretch you have in your calf muscles. So heels are touching the ground, your toes are touching the ground. Observe the stretch, and very slowly you have to have a V of your complete body, so that your neck is parallel with your hands, your head is parallel to your hands, your heels are touching the ground. You can bring them nearer if they are not touching. Observe the stretch you have in the shoulder. Observe the surge of blood in the head. Observe that your upper organs
in the chest. They are pushing towards the neck. Observe the stretch you have in the elbow and also wrist. So people who are suffering from carpal tunnel syndrome, they should not do it. Again, one more contraindications. They should not do it, otherwise it will get increased. Your elbows and your knees should not be bent, not like this or not like this. It should be straight. Very slowly come back, touch your knees to the ground. You can keep your breathe in, breathe out if you would like to do it for more than 10 to 20 seconds. If you would like to do it for 10 seconds, you can take a deep breath and hold your position and then breathe out and come back to the original position. Let's do it one more time. So 1, start from here. 1, bring your both the knees together, 1 foot distance between the hands. Very slowly lift yourself, inverted V. Your neck is parallel to the hands, no angles in elbows or knees. Complete weight is on foot, both the feet and your shoulder. Observe the stretch you have in the shoulder. Very slowly come back and take a deep breath. You will find that particularly when you observe this asana, you will find your shoulders must be aching, your calf muscles must be aching, so that small time pain will actually go off in some minutes, but it surges the blood in the head. So as a result of it, people who have the variation, the physiological variation of depression, this will be helpful. If we are depressed with meetings or our day-to-day some problems, this will helpful to enhance the mood. This is also helpful when we have musculoskeletal kind of non-coordination. So that increases the musculoskeletal coordination as well as it increases the blood flow. It is found that the fat on the shoulders is also reduced when Adho Mukha Svanasana is done, and it is also found that this is helpful in sciatica. So people who are suffering from sciatica, they should do it with a very high utmost care. Rather, they should connect with their physician and then only they should do it, because even a sharp pressure on the sciatic vein that can cause, or sciatic nerve, that can cause a problem further. So if you are suffering from it, please connect with your physician, but definitely a person who is doing it daily, there are chances that the person may not suffer from sciatica in his life. So that is also about the digestion. It increases the digestion. If the people have problem of constipation, it increases the digestive power and also proper craving. So for digestion also this is used. People who are suffering from migraine, they should not do it, otherwise it may increase the migraine. Or people who are suffering from vertigo, it is very high care to be taken while doing this asana.
So that was regarding the Adho-Mukha Svanasana or down dog pose. Okay, let's